I'm Jeremiah, and this is Versatile. Today, I'm going to give you my hot take on how to do dishes by hand. Something you want to make sure you want to do is take off your ring because you don't want to hit on the glass and break it apart. I did that one time. I cut myself pretty bad. So we got our dishes here, and you see we got no soap, but it is here in the tap. So let's get started. Couple pumps of soap. Make sure it get nice and soapy in there. And then in there with a pot lid or a pan lid, it all stocks the same. You want to make sure you get a good soap. Make sure you scrub everything. These little vents here, they can hold little food remnants. You know, soapy. And come over here and wash it off. And while you're washing it off, you want to wash your hands off as well, because otherwise you're just transferring soap back to the lid and never get it cleaned off. So now we got all the soap off the lid. We'll rack it up and move on to our plates. Same kind of thing. Make sure you get off all food remnants. Nothing sticky stays on there. You let noodles sit on there for overnight or whatnot, and then you get on there like plaster. It's pretty tough to get them off. I've actually had to use a spoon to scrape it off. Some people promote soaking everything, but we don't always have the time. Side note, you want to try to keep all the water and soapy suds inside the sink. Less of the cleanup later. And then we got some Tupperware lids. They stack the same as plates. You can wash them off the same. And we got this little guy, sits on the stove, keeps the stove top clean. But again, just like everything else, it's straight. So we'll make sure we get that, lock it up, as long as it stays. And looks like we got, oh, I lied. We got one more here. And now we can move on to either our bowls or our Tupperware. They'll go on the rack the same. And I've done dishes a million times. I've never actually kept all of the water and soap suds in the sink, but try to minimize that as much as possible. Alright, we got our Tupperware. There we go, Tupperware. And the bowl, like I said, is going to stack the same. Rinse it out. As you can see, as I'm washing whatever, the plate, the bowl, whatever, I'm also washing my hands off so I'm not just redistributing soap back to the item. The cups and glasses, make sure you don't drop them or what have you. Get it cleaned out on the inside. You want to make sure you do this real well, because if you don't, well, you're going to have a bad time later because you have the poops. And then from there, start filling in the open areas with little things like cups or pasta utensils, things like that. This is my son's water bottle from school. As you can see, it's pretty deep. Can't get my hand in there, and you will lose your sponge if you try to get in there like that. So what I will do though, still put my sponge here, get some soapy water in there, and then I will take my ball brush here, and then we'll put that in there. As you can see, you can't really get in there. So you take your finger, you stick it in there, and then you can get all the way down to the bottom. Make sure you get all them little kid germs out of there. You wash it off before you put it back. Try to hold on to it. Need more soap. Water with the cups. Trying to get those out of the way. Some people fill one basin with water, soapy water, and then wash off everything over here and just transfer over and use the soapy water in the basin to clean it out. I personally don't like that, but to each their own. Got your meat utensil here. So you get all the splines cleaned out. And the top. Now I'll pick the top. There, put that right there on the side. Now you're doing knives like this, you know, make sure the blade is facing away from your sponge hand and clean away from you. If you have to, grab the blade with this hand and gently clean the handle off so you're not ripping it out of your fingers, potentially cutting yourself. And try to wash off any mayo or peanut butter or anything on top of the knife before you put your sponge on it, otherwise you make your sponge really gross. Wash everything off, and I always put potential sharp edges down in the silver holder. Clean up the lid, the mouthpiece, and I usually keep the straw on just because why take it off. It all works the same. Wash it off, make sure you get water down the straw and the mouthpiece, wash out any leftovers. Get the underside of the cap. Put that there on the side. It never fails. You move a pan or a plate or something, and you find more silverware. Okay, now as you can see, everything's done. I like to leave my pots and pans till last. I got all my plates lined up, lids, and Tupperware in the back, bowl in the back, and I'll put my pan on the top of everything. Alright, now I got everything loaded up, but we're not done yet. Now we have to clean out the sink. See, we got these nice sink mats, but they get dirty. Move that out of the way. Wash the sink mat and wash the sink itself. Around the drain, in the drain. That's supposed to go in the... Just put the sink mat back down. Wash it out. Put the sink trap back in. And I like to put the sink trap on top of the mat so nothing gets underneath of it. That side is clean. Now the other side. Recommended not to use a squisher side of the sponge on stainless steel. Sometimes you got to get stuff off. Make sure you wash the underside of the sink mat as well. Things that get under there and stick around and start to stink. So those just protect the stainless steel when you or clean big pots or whatever. Alrighty, everything washed up, washed off. Rinse your sponge out. Okay, now put everything back to where it was. We're not quite done yet. We gotta take the sink traps and put them in the garbage can. As you can see, not much in there, but for demonstration purposes. And put your ring back on now. And then you can dry up your mess. About your nozzle. go. And there you go. Now your dishes are done. If you liked what you saw, come back. Next episode, I'm going to show you how to outfit your hiking, camping / go bag.
And please like, share, and subscribe.